I bet you won't find any here, or even the smallest animals. No, the plants are making that noise.
Where'd I put the remote? Yeah.
Well done, little seed. You have now mastered how to use the power of the seasons. What a stroke of luck! The third guardian is just beyond this cave. So, little seed, off you go. No time to waste. The gap down below is much wider than it looks. I'm not sure if your fox can jump far enough to get across. From what I've seen, you're not easily put off. You're right. If you can't solve a problem with brute core force, use your head instead. Fireflies. That means you're close to the exit. If they allow you to pass, of course. This river was full of salmon back then. But they're extremely rare today, and I think I know who's responsible. The third fragment. It was almost too easy. The Guardian of Spring can't have put up much resistance. You should have seen it before, always ready to play and frolic among the waterfalls. We used to get along really well. But it's grown listless over the years, like the other Guardians. Very sad, but that's how it is. As powerful as they are, the Guardians have their weaknesses too. Are you getting a bit tired, little seed? Only kidding. What a shame. I expected more from the spring. Why does it always rain in the spring? And why do we always complain when it rains? Luckily, we only have to find one more fragment. A few drops of rain aren't going to stop us from finishing what we started. Now you can manipulate 3 seasons. You should have no problem finding the last guardian. No, I can't believe it. What's the matter with him now? You think I'm frightening him? Don't worry, my noisy little fox. You'll soon be back where you came from. As I was saying, the Guardian of Summer is hiding at the top of the mountain. Take the path up through the pines and try not to break a leg. I mean, paw. Be brave, little seed. You're nearly there. Okay, I may moan about the rain, but as you will see, it's really handy when you want to grow a tree.
What are you doing?
Why are you in underwear?
I'm in shorts, I'm just writing up.
No.
Okay. Why are you not in underwear?
Actually, why is one of the dog's girdles on the floor?
I don't know, why did Gus take a shit in the corner?
Did he take a shit?
It must be him, because Gooby had the runs on our walk yesterday, and this thing was solid and huge.
He did wander for a bit, and I remember going, oh,
And
he's
a
wandering about.
huge puddle of pee, where your baskets and things are.
Yeah, he always does that.
Yeah, huge.
I collected, moved the tub and stuff that was dry pee. But I'd rather that than on my mattress, which might have felt something. I don't know if it was just fuel, but I didn't look yet. But I was like,
Did you put a cover on it?
yeah. It's not a super comfortable mattress. I think I need to get the cushion.
Yeah, I'm finding my mattress hard.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you want a cushion?
On top?
Maybe.
I'm not getting a different mattress.
Yeah.
But, yeah, fine. It feels good, but I woke up so many times in the middle of the night, my back started aching. You know when you slept too much and your body hurts? So I was getting it. I'm like, this is too much. Yeah. Funny, because now I do get back. I think I need to talk about it. But good for me. Lesson learned. I got a queen. I can still get a king. You, on the other hand, have your twin. I had a dream. I think it just started randomly. And I'm walking through a house slowly. And there's a door that's kind of open. And I'm like, someone's behind there. So I'm about to go there to close the door in hopes that, I hold the person in back there. But the door bangs open and I guess he looks like a dead guy. And he's, or a zombie, I don't know. And he goes, he grabs my neck and I said, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. Grab him back.
You was a dream?
Yeah, I'll tell myself, it's a dream. Don't wake up. Don't wake
I
up.
know it's a dream whenever it's a dream.
I'm always telling myself it's a dream not to wake up because it's just a dream. And I wake up freaking out. And then I'm like, I should have stayed in the dream. And so I'm like, it's just a dream. Grab it back. So I went and and I grabbed him by the neck and he had me. And you know that feeling, like feeling this. I'm like, don't do it. And then I'm like, I woke up and I'm like, I was willing to have that one. Like, I was freaking out because he was scary looking. It was stupid. I don't remember it.
You never know it's a dream. You always feel it's real, so I have to think it's real.
No, I usually know it's a dream. A lot of times I'll be like, oh my God, and it takes really
You
long.
could probably lucid dream.
Just think, little Zeke.
No.
If you know it's a dream, then you could probably
Just one
create your
more
own dream
season to
world.
bring back to the sanctuary,
Yeah.
and our lives will be changed.
Make the kitchen you really want.
People
We've
who,
been a great team.
people who know they're dreaming in their dream, if they get enough control of it, they can start making what they want in their dream.
They've got that control.
They could, because the fact that you know that you're in a dream.
Yeah, but even though I usually tell myself it's a dream and I still wake up and then I regret it because it's a dream. I could have just
Try next time. Try and like just imagine like Red Bull. I don't know. I mean,
That was crazy. This is the first time I ever like went good, okay, and this thing was freaking scary looking. You probably saw me.
the lizard skin.
We're having coffee in her garage. So apparently she comments a few times, like Carlos made comments like, oh, okay, so having people over or whatever during COVID. And as she's talking, I'm like, wasn't Larry here the other day? She's like, yeah. And I said, or side by side with Carlos putting up a chandelier. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, does he not work? She's like, yeah, but I don't know how many people he works around. I said, yeah, just one person has his life and sees other people. I'm just saying. I'm nowhere near him or you, so it doesn't matter. But he's cautious on some things. And then Sonia shows me a video. I didn't know it was Sandra in the costume, a Pop Patrol, whatever it is, costume. And she's at her in-laws in Port Dover. And I guess the little girl had a birthday party. And I just see the sister-in-law, chunky, like gaining a lot of weight. And I'm like, is that the sister-in-law? She's like, yeah. And then she tells me it's Sandra in the thing. Oh, and I'm like, oh, I was going to say, who the hell could hire someone these days? She's like, no, it's Sandra. She happened to find it and thought, okay, why not I do it? And I'm like, the sister-in-law's there? She's like, I know, Carlos already said it. how is the sister-in-law crossing borders, regions, because they tell you not to. Like, we're not supposed to go in Cambridge kind of thing. It took me a while that that's what she was trying to say, that I shouldn't be going to Cambridge, vice versa. And I'm like, is that what you got? I just got the fact that she's in Sandra's bubble, and she lives in Ottawa, and she's there.
Yeah.
So your bubble is working out really well. I said, Carlos might want to be a little more cautious with his bubble if he's so concerned about me. I think it's many other people he needs to look at.
I think I should be concerned about your bubble, that you guys are bringing too many people to me.
And then the other day, she's like, Carlos is talking to someone, blah, blah, blah. Granted, they could have been a distance. And she's like, and I find out it's the neighbor, and it's like, yeah, go at it. I don't want to talk to the neighbor. And I'm like, oh, okay, talking to the neighbor. I don't know how close they were, but I'm like, I can leave right now if you like. So anyways, then we're in the garage at a distance, and I'm like, your canister looks like the vacuum canister. I'm like, it's like, came out of the 70s. What did I say? Came out of the 70s. And she goes, yeah, it's pretty old. It was old. It came with the house. And I said, funny, because mine probably still looks brand new and can't be used. She's like, why? I said, I don't know. Apparently Frank didn't install it well, and then we had him a few times to try and fix whatever the problem was, and it never got fixed, and we got tired of it and just started using vacuums again. And she's like, oh, do you think I could use the canister part? And I'm like, where did she get this from? How do you use a canister? It's a different model.
Yeah.
The Guardian
And I'm
Assembly
like,
is hiding
I
in this
have
tree.
no idea how that works. And I'm like,
together
wow,
in a
when you
summer.
latch onto something,
In
like,
the end, it
so
was
she
too
calls
easy.
me at
I always
10
knew where
this
to
morning,
find
and I'm
it.
like,
We just have to be patient and be ready to disturb
and
it.
I don't want to answer. She's like, I know you're not a morning person. Let me know when you had your coffee. I'm like, let me know when well, what the hell does she want to tell me? So I said, what's up? She's like, I was wondering, if you're not using the canister, if Carlos could do a curbside pickup or something like that, porch pickup. And I said, first off, he would have to come in my house, meaning in my garage where my son lives, and we know he doesn't want to do that. I said, second of all, I have no idea how to take that out, and wouldn't I be left with a hole of some sort? I said, that's like stuff I don't know about. And I said, she's like, I have no idea, blah, 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 I don't know what. She's like, it's just that Carlos he's building shelves on the wall. So before he puts the next one, he wanted to know the measurements. I said, I can give you the measurements. So if in the spring, when my garage is feasible to actually make it to there, I can see if it comes out, or he can come try to take it out. I said, but right now, there's no way in there. And she's like, he has his expertise or something. Didn't get her that far in cleaning, because I said there's so many things in the way. I said, I don't think anyone has the expertise right now to get back there. I said, there's like a bajillion things.
There's a giant spider.
Funnel inside. So I'm like, wow, there is nothing that you don't see.
I can tell you the name and model if you want to go buy one online.
No, I don't mind giving it, because I'm not going to do anything with it. It's not like one day I'm going to go, hey, yeah, what's his name? When they renovated, I said, yeah, cover it up, because this doesn't work. And he's like, what is this? Now I know he would have done the same job anyways, but I said, I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that.
Or like, my feet might be.
Sleep.
You didn't take her up?
She did.
Oh, she was up, that's right. That's why they wandered and then came
Yeah,
back.
all three were in my bed, and I assume when you came home, they came to you. Or maybe they got out earlier. I fell asleep when they were in my bed, all three.
Oh, they were down here, and I came down.
She's only tolerating this because it's you.
Good, your tongue out.
If I squeeze her enough, she'll growl. You don't want to growl today? Her eyelid was so pink. I think like it was tearing a lot yesterday, where we think she got cut. And it was. I took a picture and sent it to Daddy. But yesterday was like a bright pink on her. I was like, what the hell on her eye? And I just saw it was like, I guess the fur was coming down and it was just like wet. But now it dried up today.
It was, last time was the other eye, right?
I don't know actually.
I want to say it was the other eye.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if she has like an ulcer in that one. And...
This is her eye yesterday. It was so pink, well, eyelid.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Well, you pushed it down. Yeah, because I pushed it down to check it, and that's what it did when you pushed it down.
Yeah, well, there I'm not pushing it down. I was already pink.
Oh.
I pushed it down just
I thought it was more dark than anything when I looked at it.
But today it dried up and it looks dark. But yesterday it was just tearing. It just, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
why is it happening?
I think, like you said, or like Daddy said, one of you told me that Gus got her in the eye when they were.
I, for some reason, assumed it was the left eye, though.
Yeah.
Because of her position.
If you pull it, I can't really. But it's definitely. Well, it's gone down and swollen, but it's still a little bit bigger than that.
I don't remember the last thing he gave her for her eye. I know he just used that.
I think her eyeball is okay though, because last time she was like pointing.
Look at her, like she looked inquisitive. Yeah.
You shit in the house.
You saw the article I sent you?
You saw the response I gave you?
No, I didn't.
It
Sounds
sounds good, but I don't buy it. I don't think, like, there's so many reasons why your
Well-
heart rate changes.
Yeah.
I would have to have
There are so many reasons why you have a sore throat, too.
Huh?
There's so many reasons why you have a sore throat, too.
Exactly. So if I had something to detect, oh, you have a sore throat, you might have COVID, it also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it can track a symptom.
One out of, like, so many symptoms that
Yeah.
could be other illnesses.
Did you see about I think there's like 23 elderly people in Norway?
That's what I told her, yeah.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, I told her this
I didn't read
yesterday.
anything about Norway.
I didn't send you the article, I told you yesterday.
Oh, yeah, so
You did?
23 elderly
I don't listen to you all the time. Sorry.
from a,
Fine.
I think it's from a retirement home that all got vaccinated. 23 of them died.
Oh, I heard 3 yesterday.
23 now. And so they found that
Oh.
they've only done autopsies for 15 of them, and they found that the common thing that they had was getting the vaccine shortly before. So they think that people who are elderly
The Pfizer.
around the age of 75 or 80 plus might be better off not getting the vaccine, because it's not what's in the vaccine, it's the symptoms that come to the vaccine. So if you get a fever
Yeah.
or this or that,
Yeah.
that will hit you a lot harder than
Mhm.
it will hit a younger person.
That's terrible. But is it just that vaccine? Like the
I don't know if
Pfizer or
other
the-
vaccines.
It was Pfizer.
That's terrible, because then you're just, and that's 2 doses. You're just sitting there waiting for either getting sick or take the vaccine and you might get sick and die.
So I think they're holding off on giving people.
You know this is going to make other people think twice.
Oh yeah, Nancy Vax already shared it on my feed. That's how I saw. I'm like, what the fuck is it?
I have the body of a 78-year-old man, I can't take this.
Yeah.
That's sad. Like, for Vol, do you do it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
maybe not Vol.
23? I thought it was 3, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But 23?
There might
Although,
be.
look at the oldest person who got it.
And that's in one country, so there could be other things happening in other countries. But that was Norway
Yeah.
getting their evidence.
But Norway's such a sweet
I
country.
know.
Did you hear Dylan's country?
He's going to Brazil. Yeah.
Brazil.
Seriously. All places.
As I said, Dad, he was like, what? I thought it was a great place. I'm like, oh yeah, great
Oh,
leader,
yeah.
great murder rate, great everything.
They recommend you don't go out after a certain hour, don't use the public transit.
I said, no one's saying Brazil is ugly. Brazil's not
He
ugly.
knows very well what goes on.
Yeah, he's trying to
Paul
make
had
it positive. I'm like,
a
yes.
cousin who got robbed and
Yes,
stabbed.
people get robbed all the time in Brazil. And if your country's being run by someone worse than Trump, you
Yeah.
might be in a bad country.
Well, that's what I said. I told Sonia, I'm like, great, now he's going to thing. And she's like, oh my God, COVID. I'm like, it's not even COVID. India has COVID just as much as them. I said, it's the fact that they have a leader that just recently changed the gun law where they can carry a number of guns on them. And the law, and I can't remember what else it was, like, he doesn't care about his people. But luckily, I mean, he will be in I hope he'll be in a confined place. What do you call it? A compound.
Okay.
Daddy just thinks that this means he can get some of his good workers' papers.
Okay.
You know.
His workers for him. No, Dylan would not do anything.
Is Martins legal?
If anything,
Martins is not
if anything, he'd rat him out. No, Dylan would never, and nor should he. That was in India that they're giving them out. He says like hotcakes or something. But there's only all places. I mean, I think Colombia would have been better. That was his other option.
Right? Nellie's Brazilian, no?
Who?
Nellie? No? No.
Like Nellie, my sister-in-law?
No, I think
Nellie,
he's
the one
Nelly
up
now.
Bloor.
No, she's dating a Brazilian.
Oh, just dating Brazil.
Yeah, she's from some
Who did
town.
get deported.
He got deported.
I thought that's what you told me. I guess not.
I think he's legal.
Oh, okay. No,
He's
wasn't
got
it
a
the
good
guy
job.
before, or was it someone else whose
You're
boyfriend got
thinking about
deported?
Rebecca.
Yes, I'm thinking of
Rebecca got
Rebecca.
sent back to Brazil. Whatever. The girl who talked Brazilian to you at Jessica's wedding, I think it was. And she was like, hi, I went to the nursery, and she's going on, and I'm like, what the hell?
I got her deported. Okay. She pissed me off, and I got her deported. Yeah, she didn't know me, right? She was just saying, oh.
Yeah, she was saying hi.
I thought you were telling me someone's boyfriend at work got deported. Well, not our work.
Because I think
I don't know anybody.
Rebecca was married to another guy that works for us, that's how she got her job. And they had a legit marriage, but the government thought it wasn't a legit one.
That's it, yeah.
And she got deported. She actually had a legit one.
Oh, no. So did they both go back?
I don't know what happened there. I never followed up on
the
that.
Relationship. Tough luck, dude.
Yeah, well, you know, people do it all the time. You know, long distance relationships. Just look at those freaks at Dr. Phil.
Raquel
the ones
is
who have
talking
fake
to a long
relationship.
Yeah, those.
Raquel.
She she posts a lot of Portuguese TikToks, and so a girl commented on it, and then she was like, they messaged each other back and forth, and whatever. The girl's page looks real, no, that doesn't look like the girl's fake or anything.
Or wants a visa.
Or wants a visa, but I think the girl lives in Portugal. I don't know for sure. I didn't listen enough. Anyway, so Raquel's been talking to her, and Raquel has the rainbow flag in her bio, and Portuguese flag or whatever. And the girl's like, hey, someone like, what's with the flag in your bio? She's like, which one? I have a lot. And I think she's like, oh, the rainbow one. She's like, oh, I'm lesbian. Is that a problem? And she's like, no, not a problem. So Raquel's like, but she didn't say if she was gay too.
So she sent a rainbow flag to her.
So yesterday in the car, she's like, she's been talking to this girl for a while, I don't know, weeks or whatever. And so she's like, should I ask her? I'm like, yeah, I think you should for your own.
She asked her. She has the right to go. How about you?
Yeah, and I think she was just scared. She was saying no, I'm straight, and then her dream of meeting this girl, whatever. Anyways, and so they said today that the girl said, yeah, I am gay, but I'm still in the closet. I don't feel comfortable coming out where I live. So, yeah.
She probably wants to come to the Canadian closet.
Maybe.
You done your real life video game?
Pretty much, but I really want to do more into it. You know, it's like searching for scraps. I know the story by this point, so it's fine.
You know, there's 2 more cases at Lord?
2 more.
2 more?
I'm surprised you guys haven't had it yet.
I have, yeah. I'm asymptomatic. I'm
Yeah,
asymptomatic.
we're all asymptomatic. We all had it 10 times over. Your little butthole's so cute!
I don't know. My watch hasn't said I had it yet, so, you know.
It would help if you wore it.
If I wore it?
You don't have it on.
Yeah.
How your watch keep track of your regular heartbeats, and all of a sudden
It only tracks the heartbeat if I work out, because that's the only time I wear it.
So there you go. So it's already.
So at least you're safe when you're doing your workout.
I was gonna say, if you put it on when you're not working out,
I don't know.
Something's going on. You might have COVID because you're not working out, and it's used to your fast heart rate.
It's telling me I'm doing good, so.
Since all the gyms are closed, and my roommate Jasmine is gym crazy. I told you she goes every day at 5 a.m. She works at the gym. Whatever. She's gym obsessed. She's like, hey, how do you feel if I start working out in your room? Since I'm not there. She's like, if you don't want me to, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And I said, that's what I said. I'm like, it's not like I'm there, so go ahead. She's like, really? She's like, I'm only going to set up a corner. I said, set up whatever you want. Move all my things. I only have a cot, a Walmart table, and a TV really in there. I said, so do whatever you want. So she sent me a picture, and she has like mats and like a barbell and things.
She's teaching the class in there?
No, she's just working out to keep sane because she's without a gym or whatever.
And that's what calms her down. I know, me too.
She keeps farting.
I'm gonna turn Kyle's bedroom into a gym.
Or just a knitting area.
I would love that, actually. A knitting room?
A knitting room, yeah.
A knitting storage.
Every time Peanut farts, I'm gonna put this funnel to Gus's face.
How many knitting things are you working on?
One at a time.
One at a time.
How many
I feel like you have a couple
things
things around here.
It's a real question, though.
That wall is disgusting. Look at that.
Yeah, they're just helping you paint. That's all.
How many painting jobs? You already know I'm not touching this painting job.
What's wrong with it?
What about my room?
The TV has to come out.
Oh.
What about your room?
You never finished painting mine.
Grab a brush and paint. Lazy ass.
You should have just left it the same color then. Why'd you change it?
Now his dad can do it.
She's too busy doing our laundry.
No, he asked. Rick's laundry. He asked she said, oh, my dad said, did you ever need, some paint work? I'm like, of all the things that I can do, I said, you can't be a carpenter? Contractor.
Very inquisitive, Gus. I see you watching TV.
Oh, I love putting on nature documentaries for Gus. Like, he was getting really into The Lion King.
Yeah, he does. He loves watching TV. He really loves TV, don't you? Gus pooped yesterday on the walk, like he kept rotating his butt to have like little piles everywhere. It was like a really big poop. And then so I went to go pick up each little like cloth. And when I was down, I didn't see a German Shepherd was coming with the owner. So they all pulled, and Gus ran in his poop, and he stepped all in his poop, and it was squished.
Wow, Gus, so real classy.
You're turning into your grandfather.
I got some of it, but...
Well, wait, does my grandfather step in his own poop? Oh. What does that mean?
Wu doesn't pick up Mugu's poop if watching.
Oh.
But I picked up Mugu's diarrhea.
That's wrong.
That's disgusting.
That's wrong.
Hot molten lava came out of Mugu yesterday. I picked it up.
Yeah. Is he doing okay? Oh, where is he?
You know who never poops on a walk? Peanut. Never.
Really?
She's a lady.
Yeah,
I haven't had to pick
you're
up her
right.
poop in like 2 years on a walk.
Yeah.
This guy poops.
She doesn't do it to be polite. It's just what she's used to.
She's a lady.
Remember, Sadie wouldn't poop on her walks
She's a
either.
lady too. They're both ladies.
But she would stop everywhere.
This one's
She's not a fucking lady.
This one's a scullery maid.
No, Sadie would stop everywhere, so don't even.
She
When
peed.
she was
She never pooped.
Yeah,
she
which was more
dying.
annoying.
Boo, when she was dying, exactly. She would pee like
When
a
she
normal
wasn't
dog.
dying, she wouldn't
No,
stop.
not even when she wasn't dying.
No, when she wasn't dying, she stopped to sniff a lot.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
to pee.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
to pee because
No,
I was
she
jogging
stopped, that's
with-
what I'm
Well, a
saying.
lady
Yeah,
would stop and sniff.
But I would jog with her, and it was the first street she would do that. And eventually, she'd pick up and figure it out. Okay, we're not going to stop. She was an excellent walker. You can't even.
No, I hated walking Sadie the most.
Oh, she hated you.
She's upstairs trying to argue with her.
I got a bone to pick with you.
She doesn't have any bones left.
Anyways, back to that. I'm a fucking lady.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's about as much of a lady as I am.
And you're very lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Oh, I did forget something that happened with Jackie. I mean, not the Nicola yesterday. She, there was some customers waiting. Well, it was around the end of the day when we were closing. And, oh, they were all faced the other way cleaning. And I said, guys, customers, no one answers. I was coming back from the washroom. And I said, guys, there's customers waiting. And Jackie goes, I believe Angie's serving her. And I said, all of them? Because there were like 4 customers there. And she goes, huh? And she starts looking around and she goes to serve one. And I'm like, please, why respond if you don't know? Why say, like, she didn't even turn around to check. She's like, I think Angie's serving her. If you looked for 2 seconds when I said, you would have seen that a customer came. Anyway, so she goes to serve the customer, and the customer wants buffalo wings, which is in a tray. And she's like, oh my god, someone didn't refill this. Who wouldn't refill this? And she starts complaining. She's like, well, now I'm gonna go inside before I get your buffalo wings. Brings to the customer. Whatever, she goes in, Moral brings the stuff out for her. She's complaining that she's doing it. Oh my god.
It's not her job.
It's whoever finishes the last little bit goes to refill it, usually. If you finish something, you can bring it to the butcher, or you can refill it. Whatever, so someone can refill it. And then her and Jimmy come to the conclusion that it's Lorenzo. He's like, yeah, I saw Lorenzo serve 2 customers, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, oh my god, he wouldn't refill it, this kid. Look what she's going on and on. For like 5 minutes, these two are ranting back and forth to each other. And they're like, I did that, yeah, and did you see that? And, time passes 30 minutes later, and Lorenzo comes, he was looking at something, and then he comes, and I go at the same time. And he's like, can you believe this, Sarah? And I'm like, what? He's like, these guys were blaming me when they didn't even know if it was me or not. They're just assuming. And I was like, oh, I thought it was you. And I said, I'm like, they were talking shit for a while, saying that it was you, why it wasn't. And Angie goes, it was me. It was Angie forgot to do it. And they were so ready to blame Lorenzo. They don't want to even think it could be Angie. And Angie's laughing because she knows that they look whatever, something that she forgot to do. And Jackie says something like, oh, well, you know, usually we just say, last one in is the one is the one who probably made the mistake. You know, you were the last one hired, so you would. Well, she's just making like excuses, saying like it's got to be you because you're the young kid who was just hired. Blah, 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 blah. And then so Lorenzo's like,
still a pretty clueless guy.
Yeah, there's a lot you can blame Lorenzo for. You don't have to make things up.
Yeah.
That's what. And so he's like, whew, these guys assumed it was me. I was like, yeah, that was pretty ridiculous that they assumed it was you. And I was just talking to Lorenzo.
You have the last fragment. That means we can
Look like
perform the
stupid
ritual.
kids.
Just like, yeah, new year, but they still want to be old assholes.
Yeah.
To get started.
Even first thing in the morning, Hazel pulled me on Saturday. None of them worked. Jackie, Hazel, and Jim were all off on Saturday. And then we had Liam calling sick. Andrew is still not monthly there after his grandma died, so he didn't come.
Really?
And then Tanya, he's taking some time off.
He took time off prior as well.
Was he extra close, or is he just taking advantage?
Well, he did cry, which he doesn't cry for anything. So I don't know. Maybe he was raised by me. And so Andrew says like he's all upset and he's at home crying. Anyways, and so Andrew didn't come, Liam called in sick, and then Tanya didn't come for whatever reasons Tanya had. And so we were short-staffed, and it was already a pretty deep schedule in terms of who was working, and then it got weaker. Whatever, so cleaning was hard. It was only like me, Kyle, Lorenzo, and Angie at the end of the day. Sunday comes along, and when Hazel and Jim get there, they're like, oh my god, who cleaned this table? This table's still dirty. Whoever cleaned yesterday didn't clean like hard enough. And so they're like, Sierra, come here. And I'm like, well, I'm already busy. There's like a million things to do. And they're like, so who cleaned this table yesterday? And I was like, Lorenzo. Someone Lorenzo was cleaning that area. And then they're like, oh, someone should teach this kid how to clean. He can't clean. And he's like, yeah, maybe just don't let him clean today. Give him some other job. Jim's like, nope, we have to teach him. We have to teach him. He's so terrible. He doesn't even know how to clean. Whatever, they're going on. Yeah, it's terrible. And so I go on and do my own thing. So when Jackie and Lorenzo come at 11 to start their shift, Hazel runs over to Jackie and she's like, that table over there was so messy, Jackie. They didn't clean it yesterday. And Jackie goes, really? And so then Daddy overhears them and he chimes in. He's like, well, to be fair, we were pretty thin yesterday. We didn't have a lot of people, so we couldn't do as well of a job as we usually do. And Hazel wasn't expecting that. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. And then Jackie's like, I'll go clean it. And Hazel's like, no, I already cleaned it. And so why are you saying this? What's the purpose of this? To talk shit about Lorenzo in front of him without saying whatever. And so then Daddy's like, yeah, Liam Cully starts naming all the people. He's like, so it's not going to be as good as it usually is. And they're like, whatever. They're trying to say, we weren't here, that's why it's a mess.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like the high school kids in the
I can't wait any longer. Hurry back.
Bug everybody else. Did they bug Kyle?
You know what, it wasn't me that she was bothering, but she got really, like, rude with the customer over, like, he was just concerned that he was getting the right price for the brisket, and she was getting, like, almost offended here over, like, yes, it's the right price of the brisket. I didn't put the whole price on there, but if you do want it, it's like, and she kept on repeating herself. It was like, this guy just wants to buy a fucking brisket. You're taking so long and you're getting angry at him for no reason, just because he's concerned about the price that he's getting. He just asked once, really.
Yeah, and she got annoyed that he asked.
Yeah.
No.
She don't. Hannah feels dirty after petting you. You're no weight.
She feels dirty?
Every time you pet her, you feel like your hands are just not clean. I don't know, like the buildup, the dandruff and stuff. Feels like a dirty dog.
Because she's a scullery maid.
Because she is a dirty
The
dog.
fireplace ashes are on her.
She's rugged.
Yeah, it's a problem.
She's a dirty dog.
Bitch, you ain't too dainty either.
Oh. Do you have a rainbow flag in your bio?
Could we give her one?
She's alone. Nobody, nothing.
Could we put Silva Bullies with the rainbow flag? Because Gooby's gay, too.
Daddy said to me, he's like, oh, speaking of rainbow flags, look at your shirts here. You're wearing a rainbow. I said, this is Travis's shirt, so it doesn't apply to me. And that's not shocking, he said, right? Yeah.
What did he say the other day that I was so surprised? Travis was talking.
Oh, there's mannerisms.
And then Daddy's like, you're being a fag? What did he say?
I think he just said you're home with it.
He's like the homosexual. He said something that I was like, I don't mind.
He did call David a dick rider, so.
Yes, he did. You really love that.
I thought it just came out of nowhere. It was funny.
There was this TikTok where a girl was talking to her boyfriend, and she's like, honey, if a girl sleeps with 17 guys, what is she? He's like, no, I'm not doing that. And she's like, no, for the sake of the story, what would you say she is? And he's like, okay, fine, for the sake of the story, she's a slut. And then she's like, okay, now what if it was you instead? And he's like, she's like, what would you call that? And he'd be like, if it was you sleeping with those people instead. And he's like,
Lucky?
he's like, best night of my life. And she's like, so you're gay then? Sleeping with 17 guys. He's like, wait, no, I meant girl.
Wow. That's a double standard.
Funny.
I think I won a bid.
What did you
what?
bid on? A game?
A little toy.
Toy. That's what you need, more toys, right?
A little
Right.
Japanese toy, yeah.
Well, you don't have room for the ones you have.
Oh, this one's cool.
I was always thought around.
The other ones are hot. This one's cool.
Well, this one's been on my mind for 6 months, so. But I saw a TikTok on it earlier, so I thought it might rise up in price. No, I ended up buying it for $4. But this is what it is. It's really cool. So it's kind of like an optical illusion kind of thing.
So you're buying something that doesn't really exist.
It takes advantage of an optical illusion. Yeah, so I gotta show you. So you wave it around and it shows pictures. So there's like little Pokemon.
So it's a light, and when you move it fast enough, a picture of Pokemon comes out.
One of 200 Pokemon.
Nice. How much did you bet on it?
$4. But with shipping and all that, it looks like it's gonna be $9. But it came from Japan.
Did Owen ever plug in his light? It was Owen, right?
Yeah, they got to the customer. I don't know, probably not.
Wait, he got you one too, right?
No, his friend got him a Pokemon one, and I got him an Naruto one.
Never did on anything forward.
So, what's going on in the land of CNN?
I don't know.
You want to figure it out?
That was my hint. I gotta go, so it won't be long.
Where are you going?
It's fine. I gotta figure out
I gotta
what's
go
going on
pee.
with my bid because it looks like I
gotta go half
won
paint
it.
the room. Hello? Hello?
Who's that?
It's Sierra / Sylvia.
In the car.